Jeff Crampton of Litchfield, Connecticut, got his first 1949 Ford F1 pickup back when he was in his 20s.
I like the shape of these trucks. I just love the shape of these trucks, and it was the first one I ever had. And I was always a motorcycle guy. I had a car once and twice here and there, but I always had motorcycles and never had a truck, and I thought this would be pretty cool. And so I had sold my motorcycle and I bought the truck. That's how that happened.
He eventually sold it to a friend, but 4 years ago acquired a second one in a package deal with a 1948 F1 parts truck. Both had been sitting for 26 years in Bethlehem.
Well, the guy bought it, and he had bought the two trucks as a package deal like I did. He thought he was going to fix it up and do what I did, and he was driving around and blew a brake line and scared him and ended up parking the truck and never touched it again.
Getting the 49 F1 on the road required a lot of work.
This was all here in flat black, a lot of Bondo. The floors were gone, the cab corners were gone. It was rough shape. The motor wasn't stuck, but the valves were stuck. And I ended up using a case of PB Blaster, and about 2 weeks later I got the thing to spin over and got it started. And it sounded really funny. So I realized there was nothing coming in exhaust. So I cut the exhaust off, and it came out acorns, stuffed with acorns. So it started and ran beautiful, but it sat too long. The motor, the rings were stuck in it, so I had a lot of blow-by. And I didn't want to take the truck down because I enjoyed driving so much. So I bought another block, and come to find out that was cracked. So I went through that one, didn't work. Went through another one, same thing, cracked. So the machine shop guy says, "Why don't you take the one out of your spare?" I said, "It's been sitting in the woods for 26 years with no air cleaner or nothing. Just try it." So I came home from work one day, picked it out with my tractor. Half hour, I got it spinning over. It's like, it just was a miracle.
It took upwards of 2 years to get the pickup restored to its current state.
I was just going to rebuild the motor and drivetrain, make sure it ran good, and the hell with the body, but I ended up just doing this. So.
But something happened.
I got obsessed. I would work 2 to 3 hours every day after work and all day Saturday. And so a good year and a half, almost 2 years into it. I have hundreds of hours in per fender. Hundreds of. They were shot, all welded in, all new pieces and all that. Same thing with the front fenders. They were. And next thing you know, the cab's all off the frame and doing the frame over. I ground 5 layers of paint off this thing. There was a primer. There was there was primer, black, blue, white, and a flat black. And I hand ground everything right down to bare metal so I could patch everything with steel. So very little Bondo in it.
The F1 has some functional elements that are different from those of today.
This vent here, most people think it's just for ventilation when it's hot inside the cab, but it's not true. It's built and put in the cab to pressurize the cab, because most of these vehicles ran down dirt roads in those days. So it would pressurize the cab so the dust would stay out of the cab.
So how do you open the hood on this?
Well, you reach right in here like this, and you pull that latch, and there she is.
Crampton personalized the truck with wooden bed rails.
I did the wood. This was crate wood that I found at work, and it's oak. Sanded it all down, rounded the edges up, and stained it up.
The F1 has been on the road since late fall 2019, and Crampton has put about 2,500 miles on it. So yes, he does drive it.
I do. I go do grocery shopping, and I go to Home Depot. I drove it to Vermont this summer. Not a problem. Ran like a new truck. It's beautiful.
That's Ride Connecticut. I'm Bud Wilkinson, and please subscribe to Ride Connecticut's YouTube channel.